Greetings, Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance, and today we're returning to one of the most important moments in the game for learning, testing, and understanding real power, the Brawls event. Brawls is often misunderstood. Many players look at the rewards, shrug, and move on. But experienced players know better. Brawls is not about prizes, it's about knowledge. It's the only place where you can freely test heroes at their absolute maximum, without limitations, without long-term investment, and without risking your own resources. Fully leveled heroes. Fully unlocked relics. Maximum legendary upgrades. This is where theory meets reality. And today, we are not here to talk about just one hero. We are here to talk about how to get the maximum value from Brawls by using one of the strongest and most reliable test compositions available right now, a team that showcases control, pressure, damage scaling, and survivability all at once. A team that lets you truly understand how relics, synergy, and timing interact at the highest level. That team is Satori, Byrna, Fólio, Polaris, and Aidan. This composition is not random. Every hero has a purpose. Every interaction matters. And when played together in Brawls, they create the perfect environment to test maximum hero performance, relic impact, and late game scaling. In this video, we're going to explain why this team works so well, how each hero supports the others, and why Brawls is the ideal place to experience this level of power before making real investment decisions in your account. Because knowledge is the real reward, and the players who understand the game at its peak are always one step ahead. Let's break down why this team works so well. At the center of everything is Satori. Satori thrives when enemies gain energy, receive buffs, or are forced into prolonged fights. Brawls are full of high energy, max stat heroes, and that's exactly the environment Satori wants. Every delay, every forced interaction, every failed burst attempt only increases his threat. But Satori doesn't work alone. He needs time. And that's where the rest of the team comes in. Polaris is the first layer of control. Her stuns and slow effects don't just stop enemies, they stack debuffs constantly. This keeps pressure on the enemy team and creates the perfect conditions for Satori to punish energy gain. Polaris also disrupts positioning and timing, making it harder for opponents to execute clean openings. Then comes Fólio. Fólio adds chaos, disruption, area pressure and huge magic damage. He forces enemies to react instead of act. With Polaris controlling and Fólio destabilizing, the enemy team is never comfortable. Skills fire late, targets are mistimed, and that hesitation is deadly when Satori is on the field. Now we at Byrna, and this is where the team truly becomes oppressive. Byrna amplifies sustained damage and turns prolonged fights into losing battles for the enemy. She thrives in drawn-out engagements, exactly the kind this team forces. While Satori prepares his burst, Byrna keeps pressure high and punishes enemies that can't disengage or reset. In Brawls, where heroes are maxed and fights last longer, Byrna's value skyrockets. And holding everything together is Aidan. Aidan is the safety net. He provides sustain, protection, and timing control. His healing allows this team to survive the early exchanges without panic. And more importantly, he enables the mid-fight swing, the moment when Satori is ready to end the battle. Without Aidan, this team would be strong. With him, it becomes stable and repeatable. That's why this lineup shines in Brawls. You're not relying on a single opening. You're not gambling on crits. You're not hoping to outspeed the enemy. You're controlling the fight from start to finish. In testing, this team consistently dismantles both physical and magic-heavy compositions. Control teams get out-controlled. Burst teams fail to secure kills. And the longer the fight goes, the worse it becomes for the opponent. This is exactly what Brawls are for. Not rewards, information. You get to see how Satori scales at maximum power. How Byrna performs in extended fights. How Fólio and Polaris layer control and do intense magical heavy damage. How Aidan stabilizes everything. And most importantly, you get to understand whether these heroes are worth your long-term investment. So if you're entering Brawls, don't waste the opportunity. Run this team. Test it against everything. Change positions. Swap enemies. Watch timings. Because the players who learn now will be the ones ahead later. That's how you take the best from Brawls. And before we close, Guardians, let us take a moment, because this isn't just another video. We're reaching the end of the year, and it's the perfect time to say thank you. Thank you to every Guardian who watched, commented, debated, tested, disagreed, and shared knowledge with us throughout this year. Olympus Alliance is not just a channel, it's a community, built on passion for the game we all love. 2025 was a huge year for Hero Wars Alliance. New heroes, new systems, relics, changes to the meta, and a lot of learning along the way. And through all of it, you were here, asking the right questions, pushing for clarity, and helping shape better discussions around the game. As the holidays arrive, we hope you can slow down a little, enjoy time with family and friends, and recharge. Whether you celebrate Christmas, or simply enjoy the end-of-year break, we wish you peace, warmth, and good moments away from the grind. There's more coming next year. More guides, more testing, more honest analysis, and more content made with one goal in mind, helping you understand the game better and enjoy it more. So from all of us here at Olympus Alliance, thank you for an amazing year. Merry Christmas, Guardians. Stay safe, stay sharp, and as always, salute and friendship.